live stream. Today's live stream, I'm gonna be talking about why your friends are holding you back, right? Um, Now the first place I start is when you meet most of your friends, you're gonna meet at the same level of growth. So let's say friends you've had for a long time. Now let's say some of you had crash kindergarten, right? So that's like since you were 4 or 5, 6, and you're still friends with them till today. When you meet your friends, you start at the same level of growth, right? But what happens is, especially in your teenage years, you start to grow more. So because you're growing more, you outgrow them, right? Let's say that's maturity, for example, right? When you meet them, you meet on the same level of maturity. Then you mature more and you grow more than them because you start your self improvement journey and whatnot, right? Now there's a gap created. Now, when this gap is created, that gap has to be filled either way, right? By the way, guys, if you guys are just joining, make sure you smash that like button, make sure to subscribe. If you don't know who I am, I'm Waike Maharaj, and I'm here to help people become the best possible version of themselves. Now, as I was saying, that there's a gap that's created when you outgrow someone, right? Now that gap has to be filled either way. It's either going to be filled by you losing your progress and your growth and coming back down to their level, or by them growing as a person, pushing themselves to grow and learn and start self-improvement, blah blah blah, and then they meet your growth, right? Now, my point is that gap has to be filled, one way or the other, by you coming down and losing your progress, or by them progressing themselves up there to catch up with you, right? Now, if they are not doing that, they are literally going to hold you back because you have to come back down there. You have to lose your progress in order to keep that friend, right? Because you when you made friends with them, you guys were still both down here. But now you outgrown them. You have good habits. You're meditating. You're journaling. You're working on trying to become someone in the future, right? And that person isn't. They don't have any plans with their goals, their life, their future. They're not meditating. They're not in the gym. They're not journaling. They're not doing any of it, right? They don't even read. So now you're up here and they're here, so that gap has to be filled. It's going to be filled one way or the other, either by them coming back, either by you losing your progress and going back down to their level for you to fit in with them and keep your friends, or by them coming up and joining you and growing so that they fit your level, right? Because that gap is going to be filled one way or the other, right? If you've outgrown your friends and there's a gap here, that gap is going to be filled either by you losing your progress and fitting in with them again, or by them pushing themselves to grow and start these good habits and things and catching up with you, right? If they don't want to do that, your friends are literally going to be holding you back, bro. Literally. And if you're someone that's still in school, when I was in school, I did this, right? I thought to myself, who are my real friends? Because I mean, you could say you're friends with a bunch of people when you're in school, right? Sure, it makes sense. But I thought to myself, okay, what would I classify as my real friends? I would classify my real friends as people that I'm still going to continue speaking to once I finish school. And when I thought about who that would be, I could count them on one hand, bro. Literally, I could count them on one hand. So, and the reason for that is because I don't like keeping too many friends. Because for me, if you're not someone that's trying to do something with your life, you're not trying to become someone, you're not trying to do something, you're not trying to grow as a person, I don't keep you in my life. By the way, guys, if you guys are just joining, make sure you smash that like button, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions for me, feel free to put it there and I'll answer them for you. Anyways, as I was saying, that gap has to be filled one way or the other, and it's going to be filled either by you losing your progress and coming back down to them, or by them growing, putting in the work, starting good habits, journaling, meditation, gym, starting all these self-improvement habits, trying to work on becoming someone with their future, setting goals, and they start to grow and they catch up to your level, right? But if your friends don't do that, all they're going to be doing is holding you back in life. Now, let me give you an example of how this happened with me. By the way, guys, if you guys are just joining, make sure you smash that like button, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions for me, feel free to put it in the comments or in the chat there. As I was saying, this happened with me. No, not well, actually, very similarly. So there's two incidences where this occurred. One time I was training with this guy. So I meet a lot of people in the gym, right? I mean, I create content anyway, so I like to speak to people and get people to follow me anyways, like my target audience is mainly people in the gym that are already going to gym, that are interested in self-improvement. Yeah, I do play pool, bro. As I was saying, I decided I'm gonna hit a workout with this guy, right? Now I told this guy, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna kill you, bro, like I'm gonna finish him with my workout. And we were doing a bicep exercise, and basically that thing, when, bro, you look familiar, where? I play pool in Overport, I play pool at my campus. I play pool at Tiger's Milk in Joburg. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm getting distracted. I decided I'm gonna hit a workout with my friend, right? And I told him, bro, I'm gonna kill you. Now, not literally kill him. I mean kill him in the sense that my workout's gonna finish him, right? And I am someone that when I train like a fucking beast, bro. Like my mind is there, bro. I'm literally in the gym to kill that bitch voice in my head. So I train hard, bro. So I told him, bro, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna push you in this workout. And we went to do the workouts, and like, oh, as I was saying, this bicep exercise that we did where we were doing was 90 reps, right? So one set is 90 reps. You start like incline curls, you do 10. You sit up straight, you do 10. You lean forward, you do 10. And that's one set, right? This guy was faking his reps and faking failure. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You haven't hit failure. You got more in you. He's like, nah, I'm done, bro. Now, that is a perfect example of how your friends are going to hold you back. Because like I said, I have outgrown his level, right? And this guy's older than me. Keep that in mind. He's like a few 2-3 years older than me. I have outgrown that level, right? So I'm here. He's here. Now this gap has to be filled. I can choose to lose my progress and go back down to his level in order to fit in with him and stay friends with him. Or he needs to push himself and he needs to grow as to rise up to my level, to meet me, right? And he didn't. So I haven't really spoken to that guy since from the gym. I mean, I don't have a problem with him. I just don't want him around me. I don't want people like that that are not doing something with their life around me, you know? By the way, guys, if you guys are just joining, make sure you smash that like button and make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions for me, feel free to put in the chat. If you don't know who I am, I'm YK Maharaj, and I'm here to help people become the best possible version of themselves. And I do that by teaching people self-improvement and how to be disciplined individuals in the world. So if you guys have any questions, whether it's about self-improvement, discipline, meditation, journaling, the gym, consistency, I'm here to help you guys. So yeah, as I was saying, your friends hold you back, bro. If they are not willing to grow and meet you at your level, all they're going to be doing is holding you back. So let me give you another example of how this happened with me. I have a friend, right? I have been friends with this guy for a very long time, very many years, bro. Most of my life. I met this guy when I was still a child, literally. We went to the same preschool together, kindergarten, creche. So I've known him since I was like maybe what 3-4 years old. And I'm still friends with him to this day. But last year we both turned 18, by the way. It was our matric year, and I told him, bro, I'm trying to become someone in my life. I got goals, and if you're not willing to grow and push yourself, I'm gonna cut you off at the end of the year. I warned him this. I told him this at the beginning of last year. That bro, if you're not willing to grow, push yourself to another level, and grow as a person, in your self-improvement journey, etc., I'm not gonna stay friends with you. I'm gonna cut you off. And I've known this guy since I was like 3-4 years old, bro. Literally. I told him that. Just like that, bro. By the way, guys, if you guys are just joining, please make sure you smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to put in the chat. Yeah, I'm writing maths tomorrow. How many hours should I study? Should I study now in grade 11, by the way? I fucked up my grade 11 finals, bro. You're writing maths tomorrow, bro. Go study, dog. I mean, smash like my live and then go study, bro. I don't know how many hours you should study. I don't know whether you're prepared or not. Hi, Mbuso Koza. How you doing? Anyways, as I was saying, your friends are going to hold you back. So those are my two examples, right? So either they're going to meet you at your level, or you need to lose your progress and come back down to their level, right? Or they're going to grow as a person, because that's how your friends are going to hold you back, right? Because when you meet them, you're on the same level of growth. You outgrow them. Now there's a gap created. This gap has to be closed, whether it's by you losing your progress and going back into their normal standards so you can fit in with them and stay friends with them, or by them coming back up and growing as a person and pushing themselves the same as you in the self-improvement journey and reaching that level of growth so that they can stay, you know. And yeah, this happened twice. Those I gave you two examples with me, right? That one guy I trained with in the gym, he bitched out of his sets. I even told him like, bruh, you weak, bro. You weak mentality, bro. Like I'm literally in the gym to kill that bitch mindset in my that bitch voice in my head, you know. And bros, they're giving into it. Yeah, I didn't want to train with him again after that. For real, bro. But yeah, that's how your friends can hold you back, and that's why I watch who I keep around me, because if you're someone that's not doing something with your life and you're not trying to become someone in the future, or you're not setting goals, you're not actively pushing yourself out there to try and do something and do something with your life, you're just taking life as it comes, I don't keep you around, bro. I don't want people like that. I got big plans for my future. So if you don't too, I don't want you around me, you know. But that's the journey, bro. And that journey ends up being a lonely one, but it's fine. I have quality friends. I have quality friends. I don't care how many I have. I have quality friends. That's what matters to me. Yeah. Let me go see this actually. I want to check something real quick. By the way, guys, if you guys are just joining, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you drop a follow. Subscribe. If you don't know who I am, I'm YK Maharaj, and I'm here to help people become the best possible version of themselves. And I do that by teaching people self-improvements and how to be disciplined individuals in the world. Because quite frankly, we live in a world full of a ton of distractions, and I feel like that takes people away from their purpose and leads people to living unfulfilled lives. So if you guys have any questions for me, whether it's about self-improvement, discipline, meditation, journaling, the gym, consistency, procrastination, feel free to let me know. Yeah, and essentially I'm here because I want to help you guys. Self-improvement has done so much for me. Why wouldn't I want to do so much for other people too, you know? I literally get comments on my videos about from people telling me don't stop, I love your content, it comes up at the right time, always have the perfect words, what, and it helps people, bro. I got comments about this guy starting the gym and shit, and honestly it makes me feel good, bro. So I'm paying it forward, you know. Self-improvement has done a lot for me. It's helped me change my life. It helps me live a life I'm more fulfilled by. So I'm here trying to help everyone else do the same thing. Live a life they are more fulfilled by, you know. So if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button and make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions for me, feel free to put in the chat. I go live to give you guys first-hand help that I'm not giving in my videos. So yeah. Do you like plain? I don't know what you mean by that, bro. Do I like plain? Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, bro, your friends can hold you back in life. Literally, if they're not doing something with their life, if they're not trying to become someone, if they're not trying to grow as a person, if they're not trying to start good habits, if they're not always trying to find ways to improve, push themselves out there, get out their comfort zone, try and build something with their life and become someone, and they're at least not in the gym, cut them off, bro. Cut them off. That's what I'm doing. All my friends go to gym. All my friends are trying to improve their life in some way and trying to become someone in life, bro. Otherwise, it wouldn't be my friends. You feel me? Um, you like planes? Like, do you think they are interesting and stuff like that? Not really. I'm not really into planes. It's not my thing. Anyways, by the way, guys, if you guys are new here, make sure you smash that like button and make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions for me, feel free to put in the chat. If you don't know who I am, I'm YK Maharaj, and I'm here to help people become the best possible version of themselves. And I do that by teaching people self-improvement and how to be disciplined individuals in the world. Because quite frankly, we live in a world full with a ton of distractions, and I feel like that takes people away from their purpose and leads people to living unfulfilled lives. So if you guys have any questions for me, whether it's on self-improvement, discipline, meditation, journaling, the gym, the books I read, yeah, maybe you're beginning in the gym or something, feel free to let me know, man. I'm here to help you guys. And connect one-on-one with my audience and give you guys tailored advice to your circumstances, because in my YouTube videos, as much as I do give advice that helps, I'm speaking to everyone in my YouTube video, right? Whereas here on the live stream, I can literally give you advice tailored to whatever your situation is, whatever the problem is at the moment, you understand? So yeah. So another question that you probably have in your mind is that, like, how do I cut those friends off? And literally just tell it to them as it is, you know. Maybe you don't necessarily have to cut them off. Give them a warning, like I did with my friend last year. Tell them like, yo, I'm trying to do something with my life. I'm trying to become someone. And in order for me to do that, I have to surround myself with people who think like me and act like me and move like me. And you don't really do that. I don't really fit in with you anymore, you know? So unless you're willing to grow as a person and push yourself and try and build something with your own life, I'm not gonna keep you around. And that's exactly what I did with my friend. And I knew that guy since I was like 3, 4 years old, bro. What work do you do? Where you from? I'm from South Africa and I'm a first year, bro. Yeah, I'm not working at the moment. Hopefully, I won't ever have to work by the time I finish studying. This shit should be paying off. And if it's not, one day it will. I'll make it. I'll make it happen. Um, ask what you're studying. Yeah, I'm studying Bachelor of Business Administration, bro. It wasn't my first choice. My first choice was BCom Marketing Management. Um, but I'm actually kind of glad how things worked out. I'm happy with what I'm studying. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end the live stream here. It's very quiet. It's very boring. It hasn't been helping me. I don't know why. I need to do something better. Or maybe I should need to stream longer. But let me go stream on TikTok. See how that goes. Um, as always, I'm rooting for you and I'm watching from afar. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Make sure you subscribe.